How do you feel like you came out of the game? I mean, just health-wise, how are you feeling a couple days removed now?
I felt good health-wise. It just felt good to be back out there with the guys, and I said it after the game. It's just a good spot for me to be able to build on. Still not where I want to be, like physically and moving how I want to move, but it's a great spot to build on and continually, grow in that area and just learn, who I am and how I play all over again.
Do you feel like your workload can steadily increase starting this week?
Yeah, 100%. It's just just dipping my toe in the water. I continue to just swim until I'm in the deep end with the big kids for sure.
What is the mindset on defense collectively in the room from Eric or Sean, whoever, with the loss of these three guys, and you have enough to get it done?
Yeah, Coach. Coach Washington and Coach McDermott, they do an incredible job, getting us, going each and every week. I think Josh had said, I was listening to his press conference, and there's no way we could replace those guys. It's Trey White, Matt Milano, and Daquan Jones. Like, it's impossible to replace them and have an exact copy of what they do on and off the football field for the Buffalo Bills. It's impossible. But it's just our league. You just give an opportunity. It just creates another opportunity for, the next man up to, shine his light, be successful, earn his way in the league. And that's just all we can do. I mean, we can't rack up shop, and say, this season's over with, and, we're not going to play no more games because we lost guys. You just got to, keep trucking and keep, taking steps every single day. And, throughout the year, you continue to learn who your team is, and you continue to evolve. And you take the wins and the losses, and they help you grow as a team. You lose a couple of players, you still have to continue to grow. That growth doesn't stop. And we got players in there that are ready for the opportunity, and that's really it. I know it sounds cliche, but that's all we can say. You can't replace those guys, and you just got to keep going.
In a circumstance where you've just been through it, we talk about these guys and say next man up as the league moves forward, but for being a guy who's out and injured, for like your friends now and what you've been through, what's it like in those circumstances?
Oh, it's tough. It's tough, and I can't speak for those guys, but I can speak for myself, man. This is all I've ever wanted to do my whole entire life, was to be a professional football player. This is what I live for each and every day. Not only just the football field, but the locker room and the meeting rooms. Like, this is my life. I love coming up here. I love being a part of just the overall team element. And of course, being on the field and making plays, being healthy and being able to make plays and go out there and compete, that's the cherry on top. We don't even get paid for that stuff. Like, you get paid by coming in here. This is the work part. Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, like that's fun. Like I'm living my dream, and I'm playing a child's game. Like, that's what I love to do. So to be on the sideline hurt is, it's devastating. I know everybody deals with it in other ways, but for me, you're 12, like, it's not too much for me to be sad at. That's not the case, for everybody else, So it is a very, very tough position to be in, and, Josh said it earlier, it's going to happen to everybody. Like, all the great football players, from Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, DeMarcus Ware, Champ Bailey, these are just guys that I've played with. Like, you're going to have some type of season-ending injury, and you're going to have to work past that and get back to the game that you're used to playing and continue to develop. So it happens to all the great football players. It's a part of our game, and it's the sucky part of our game, but it just is what it is. It's a tough part, and you just got to keep going, and you just got to keep moving, whether you're hurt and injured or whether you're on the football field.
You mentioned guys stepping up. Sean said Poona Ford. It's been a numbers game that's kept him out of the lineup. Mm-hmm. What have you seen since he's been here, and what do you think he can do in terms of maybe stepping up and filling that?
Yeah, he can play. He's been playing his whole entire career. Really, the only bad thing I can say about the guy is that he went to Texas. Everything else, he gets A+ from me. But that's it. Him being a Longhorn, that's really the only bad thing that you can say about the guy. He comes in every single day. He works. Like you said, it's been a numbers game that's been keeping him out of the rotation. He can play at a high level. He's been playing at a high level his whole entire career. So now it's just the opportunity for Poona to come up and play. So that's just how it works. Brandon Beane and the front office, they've done a great job of building this team. It doesn't, evolve around like one player, except if you're Josh Allen, then it definitely evolves around Josh Allen. But, everybody else, we got so much got so much depth and got so many different people in so many different places that we, at the end of the day, we will be okay. We won't be as good as we were with Trey White and Daquan Jones and Matt Milano, of course, but we'll still be able to compete at a high level.
Along those lines, Von, the depth that you have, specifically on the defensive line, obviously losing Daquan hurts, but you guys are really deep there. You've known that since training camp. Sean always talks about how games are won and lost starting at the line of scrimmage. So do you feel maybe, I don't know if pressure isn't the right word or responsibility, but can this defensive line group sort of control things and allow you guys to still succeed defensively because of what you can do up front?
Yeah, I mean, what type of leader would I say what type of leader would I be if I say we couldn't? If we won't be able to be successful, yeah, I definitely think we'd be successful. Like, the lineup is better with Trey White, Matt Milano, and Daquan Jones, just honestly. It's better with those guys in there. But we can still compete and be competitive and still achieve all of our dreams that we set out for at the beginning of the season. We can still do that. We can still do that now with the guys that we have here. It's like I said, it's better with those guys in the lineup, but we still have a competitive product where we can go out there and win a lot of games for sure.
What did Leonard Floyd go through to make sure that he stayed in that game on Sunday?
Oh, he's a tough guy, and I mean that's what I was, telling Brandon Beane before he came here. I was like, one of the toughest players that I've ever played with in my entire career. And I got here and I played with Jordan Poyer, and he's one of the toughest players that I ever played with in my entire career. So I've been around some tough guys, and Leonard Floyd is definitely one. If he's not one, he's two. He's a tough guy. He's a hard worker. He runs to the ball. He knows pass rush, and we definitely stole one with Leonard Floyd for sure.